Hi, Student Success Seminar. Welcome to week 2. So we made it through week 1. Hopefully you are becoming a little bit more familiar with the course and ability to navigate and how to post and all of that. So we are going to go ahead and get into the lessons folder. And remember that these forums are open all semester, the Muddy Point and Student Lounge. I do want to make sure that you are aware the student services assignment, those are live. So you could go over to your Stark State, and I have it as one of my shortcuts, but when you scroll down and you go to pages, development and training, student success workshops right here, you can see that they have this semester all loaded in. So you can start looking to see what workshop you would like to take. Remember, we are in an 8-week course, so you have until week 8 of the semester, which is spring break time, mid-March. So you have until then. So there are some offerings in March that you could take advantage of, but I would jump on registering for one of these classes soon, or one of these workshops rather, sooner than later. So again, when you go to register, you can click just right there, register, and it is going to take you into Handshake. If you have not already created an account, you are going to go ahead and do so when you go to register. So you will just either log in or you will create that account. So if you click log in, no account sign up there. You can use your email address and then it'll help you register for that workshop. And then they should send you a confirmation that you registered for the workshop. That is not what you submit to me. You submit to me the actual completion, that you did go about completing the workshop, you attended and completed it. Sometimes that will be an email that you can forward on to me. It'll be sometimes a certificate that you'll have to get from Blackboard, and that you will click in here and you will upload into this workshop area right here as an attachment. Browse files and find it. Okay, so I want to make sure that you are aware of that now. I know that this is beginning of week 2, so you still have a little bit of time. The semester with an 8-week course goes so quickly. So I just really want to make sure that you are looking ahead and getting that workshop on your schedule. They have some workshops starting already. You know, you could do it week 2 and get it knocked out of the way. But I really do encourage you to look through the list and see if there is something that just catches your interest, something that is going to be helpful for you in some way, not just, oh, I've got to get it done, I want to take it just to check it off my to-do list. But please, scroll through and look to see what could actually be beneficial for you. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, and we are in week 2. If you have not already, please make sure you watch this lecture video. Week 2 is based on chapter 4, so the chapter 4 lecture video is already uploaded in there under the week 2 video folder. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into just the week 2 folder. And here's the snapshot. Tells you like, hey, this is what we're doing this chapter. We're in chapter 4. You have 2 assignments this week, so a little less than week 1 actually. You have a discussion forum, just 1 this week, so same concept. You are going to post your original response by Wednesday for week 2 attendance points, and then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. So please, even if you miss the attendance post deadline by Wednesday, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't post Wednesday, still post, because you can get 50% attendance and you can still get the points for the forum itself, because there's 2 parts to it, your post and then responding to 2 classmates. So you can still earn your post and the classmates post points even if you post late after attendance, but for attendance purposes, you want to post by Wednesday. And then you have a chapter 4 assignment. So if you have not already done so, in the materials folder, the materials that are going to help you understand the basis of the assignments this week. So you want to make sure, if you have not already watched the video, that you at least look through the slides, through the text link, so that you are familiar with the content, so it makes the assignments that much easier. So go ahead and hop into the assignment folder here. You have 2 assignments. So the How Well Do You Listen forum and the chapter 4 assignment. But you'll see there's 2 things with the similar name here. It's because you have to take this first. So you're going to click on this, and it's just a real quick survey. It's going to ask you a series of questions about your listening. And so you just click next and you'll follow along. And at the end, it's going to tell you like, hey, you're doing great, or there's room for improvement. When you take that survey, then you are going to use your responses to answer the questions in the discussion forum. So here are the 3 questions you'll answer in your forum. How did you do? Like, oh, I did really well. Or, ooh, I know that I'm a poor listener and it showed in my survey. Did the results surprise you? Like, no, I already knew, or yeah, I was really surprised. And what is your plan for improvement? Like, I need to take better notes, or I need to ask more questions, or, and you can also look inside our slides or the text or my video to look for suggestions for improvement. So here's kind of a summary of what you're posting. Remember, to post in a discussion forum, you simply click on the name of the forum. You will not see anything yet. You go to create thread. It's going to repopulate the prompt here. And then you scroll down, put in your subject, put in your post, and hit submit. Okay, so again, for the how well do you listen, you want to make sure that you take that survey first. So take the survey, use the results of the survey to post your original response. Please do so by Wednesday for week 2 attendance. Respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. All right, and the other thing you're doing is the Chapter 4 assignment. So this is based on Chapter 4. It is a Word document, so you'll click on that, and it is going to open up into a Word doc. And this is like an action list. So this is the 3 main concepts the chapter talks about: listening, note-taking, and memory. So what 2 things do you need to do to improve your listening? What 2 things do you need to do to improve your note-taking? And what 2 things do you need to do to improve your memory? So maybe for listening, you need to like drown out distractions, or you need to sit closer to the room and make better eye contact. I don't know. You know, your note-taking, maybe you need to try Cornell notes. You need to try visual note-taking. So suggestions for all of these can be right here in your textbook. So if you scroll through your text, you know, note-taking, here's suggestions about note-taking. Or you can look in our PowerPoint and go through and look at the notes for that. But regardless, you know, ideas for those actions are in our chapter. And then 2 things that you can do for memory. So 2 things that you're going to do to improve each of these areas. Even if you think you're a pretty good note taker or a pretty good listener, you can still think of maybe little ways to make improvements here and there. When are you going to take these actions? Are you going to do so the next time you're in a face-to-face class? Or are you going to do so, you know, next semester? Are you going to do so next week? When are you going to do that? And how do you know that you are going to have accomplished those actions? How do you know your listening has improved? Your note-taking has improved. Your memory has improved. So you want to make sure that you fill out all 3 of these columns for all 3 of these areas. Your listening, when you're going to take that action, how you know you've accomplished it. For your note-taking, the action, and so on. So make sure you fill out all of those. When you're done, you're going to want to save your file. So I just tend to save things on my desktop for now, and then I usually move them around. So Chapter 4 assignment. And then I'm going to go back into Blackboard. I'm going to click on the name of the assignment. I'm going to go to Browse My Files because I saved it as a doc. Desktop is where I saved it. Click on the name, hit Open, and then hit Submit. It's not going to let me since I'm not a student, and that's how you go about submitting that assignment. If you have questions on the submissions, please let me know. So as a recap, for week 2, you're completing the How Well Do You Listen survey and posting your response to the How Well Do You Listen forum. Do so by Wednesday for week 2 attendance. Respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. Remember, response is a meaningful response. You know, a couple sentences, asking questions, building off of. And then your Chapter 4 assignment is due Sunday as well. If you have any questions on anything in week 2, please let me know. Also, I encourage you to start taking a look at that Student Services Assignment Workshop list and get that registered so you can get that done before your 8 weeks. All right, have a great week.